It's always a little nervous when you're coming into a new environment. I was a fan of the show before I got on it, so I tried not to fanboy out on some on some of these characters. My name's Jensen Ackles, and I play Soldier Boy on season 3 of The Boys.
Maybe we can use it to blow Homelander's fucking brains out.
Soldier Boy is he's the original superhero created by Vought. He was kind of the first branded superhero and turned into a celebrity. His team Payback was the original Seven, so to speak. It's the history of Vought, and we get to see what that is kind of through the Soldier Boy lens, how the corporation evolved into what it is today with Homelander and the Seven. So getting a bit of a backstory on that is really what Soldier Boy is bringing to the table. But he also has his own agenda. He was wronged in the past. He's there to make things right. I think you could argue that every character on the show is good but bad, or bad but good. He is not very redeemable as a character, but his intentions are pure. Are they right? That's for the audience to decide. Yeah, it's always a little nervous when you're coming into a new environment, especially one that's established, especially one that is so highly regarded. I was a fan of the show before I got on it, so I tried not to fanboy out on some of these characters. But at the end of the day, I was hired to do a job, and so I got to come in there and I got to do the best I can. And luckily, I had been vouched for by Kripke. He told everybody, he's like, "Don't worry, this guy's fine. I'm not bringing in some crazy guy." So I just tried to do that justice, do him proud, and do the best I could. I didn't, but it was by design. I had asked Eric if that was something that he wanted me to do so that I had something to go off of as far as like playing the character. And he said, no, don't. He didn't want that to influence me in how I played Soldier Boy. I think the character, he has a lot of difficult things to face in this particular season. The information that he discovers, not only about himself, but about people in his life, are pretty shocking. And I think the hardest things for this character, and then we see this character go through processing information that he had never known. And so when he is forced to do that, that's a difficult time for him. But just as me as an actor, one of the more difficult things to play was the action in a suit like that is always challenging. To do fight scenes with so much gear, and it's just like, oh, so nice to take that thing off at the end of the day. Well, there's 15 years to choose from, so there's a lot of memories. Well, here's one, and this ties into The Boys. Eric Kripke wrote and created Supernatural in 2004, 2005. When we started the show got picked up, and we started our second episode. It was the second episode of the whole show. And Eric sat me and my partner down, and he said, "Listen, I can write all the ghosts and all the vampires and the demons and all that. I can write all that stuff all day long, and that's great. But at the end of the day, the show is about you two and about how you relate on screen and how you relate off screen. If you guys can figure that out now, sky's the limit." And I just realized that we can have fun, we could do all the action, and we can fight ghosts and demons and all that stuff. But at the end of the day, it's really about it's a character show, and it's about the love of two brothers and what they'll do to fight for each other.